Hey, what's up, everyone? Cody Bugan here over at VestRight. Today, we are going to talk about why there's so much value, why understanding what I do, which is raw land in the development space, why it is so powerful and so important that you understand this business model and this space. With that, Lisa's with me, also from VestRight. Say hi to everybody, Lisa.
Hey, everyone.
All right. So real quick, why is understanding raw land that has development potential so important? Well, and I need to add to that. It's not just understanding raw land that has development potential. It's also understanding the entitlement process or the land use approval process or the political approval process. Call it whatever you want. I don't care. Why understanding that process is so important of knowing how to take a piece of raw land and turning it into an approved development. Here's why. Okay. Let's actually notice this. Let's compare it to some other real estate models. That'll be fun. Okay. House wholesaling. I know tons of guys that do house wholesaling. And I understand how they make money. I understand why they make money. But here's the deal. And every one of you house wholesalers that are watching this video, you know what I'm about to say is the truth. You have got to do so many deals. How about chasing your tail? How about the hamster wheel? You have got to do so many deals to make any type of substantial money. Well, okay. So let's talk about my model. Let's talk about the paydays that I make. I mean, there's a chance on one deal I can make what you make doing 100 deals. What would you rather do? And let's take a step further. I make money by adding value to the transaction. And what I mean by that is that I'm in the value add business. I take a piece of raw land and I turn it into an approved development. And remember, the model that I do and teach, the real capital and the real risk starts after you get the development approved. It starts when you put a shovel in the ground and you take on all that debt and you put up all that capital needed in order to get that debt. See, because remember, our model, we don't close until after approvals. Okay. But so don't go capital and risk with me. Okay. Because our model is specifically built to avoid that for the most part. Okay. Relative to once you put a shovel in the ground. But I don't know. I mean, so I generate my paydays by bringing value to the deal, turning raw land into an approved development. Please don't take what I'm about to say the wrong way. In the wholesaling business, you make money by buying deals or tying deals up below market value and then flipping them to an investor that still wants the deal. Right? So you make your money by paying the existing owner less for their asset than what it's actually worth. I'm not trying to make you feel bad right now, but here's the deal. I don't want that to be a part of my legacy. I want paying these property owners what their land is actually worth to be a part of my legacy. And guess what? I'm benefiting their legacy as well in that situation. So simple there. Comparison, hamster wheel, no hamster wheel. All right. Okay, Cody, I have no desire to get involved with raw land. I have no desire to get involved in development. Okay, fine. Okay, let's think about this. I know tons of guys, because if you're not a house wholesaler, if you're in real estate and you're not a house wholesaler, then my next best guess is you're probably a syndicator. Okay, you're probably out there buying existing assets and syndicating them, bringing in investors and trying to buy that asset, increase the value of it somehow through decreasing the operating costs or increasing the rents or whatever to increase the NOI, the net operating income, so that now the asset's worth more. That's your value add model. Okay, I get it. Okay, I could drop many names that you all know that are buddies of mine that's the business they're in. Okay, well, guess what? Okay, fine. You don't need to be involved in raw land. You don't need to be involved in entitlements, land use approvals. You don't need to be involved in development. But I'll make a suggestion to you. if you and I are going after the same existing apartment complex that we're competing on, guess what? I have a huge advantage over you. You know why I have a huge advantage over you? Because there's aspects of real estate I understand that you don't. I might see an opportunity to increase the value of that asset that you don't. Why? Because I understand zoning. I understand density. I understand how to see a piece of property and see if it's being utilized, that it's being optimized. I have the ability to look at the property next door and know what I could do from a land use standpoint. I see things you don't. So even if you never want to go do what I do, we all know by now education is power. Why would you not want the education? You know, I have buddies of mine that are going through my course or gone through my course. Not sure that they're ever going to do what I do. These guys are very well off, very dialed, they're in a good place. They did it for the education. Okay, let's go a step further. Okay, I was with a guy just this weekend, builds hundreds of homes a year, well-known production home builder. He heard that I was in the same mastermind as him. Came running over to me. You know why? He wanted to learn what I know. He doesn't know anything about it, even though he's this substantial real estate home builder. Okay. You know why he wanted to learn it? Because here's what he knows. He knows DCD. You hear me talk about this. DCD. What is DCD? Dirt controls deals. Whoever controls the dirt controls the deal. And guess what? So if I get in at the raw land space, if I get into the raw land, okay, I decide what happens with that deal. I decide when I sell it. I decide when I take my payday. And if I decide I want to take it all the way through and I want to build the houses or build the apartment complex or build the storage facility or build whatever, I can decide that I'm going to go build it. Okay, I might bring in partners. I might bring in capital. I might bring in whatever. It doesn't matter. It's my deal. I decide what happens to it. To where guys like this home builder I was talking to, or guys like Grant Cardone, who I was talking to the other day, they don't even have a shot at that deal. They will never touch it because it's my deal. Because I got involved with the raw land. I control the deal. So guess what? I don't care what you do in real estate. There is so much value in understanding all of the real estate out there, all of the different types of buildings, all the different types of assets. It all started with what I know. Okay? Why would you not want to understand that? Guess what? You do want to understand it. All right, Lisa, what else? Sorry, I really start going there, Lisa. Is there anything I missed? Is there anything I should add to that?
No, that's good. I just want to tell the audience, don't get scared when he raises his voice. He's just really passionate. He's not yelling at you, I promise.
I am passionate.
Okay, Cody, thank you so much for breaking that down for us and giving us insight into the value that you can bring when you're in this raw land space. So if someone wanted to learn more and get into this space, how can they do that?
So before I tell you that, let me say this. Even if you don't play in my space, remember, or you don't want to get into my space, remember, there's still power in the knowledge. Have an advantage over every other buyer going after that same existing asset that you're trying to buy, right? Because you understand my space. So get educated. Okay. You want to get more educated? This was a great video. I always, you've made fun of me about raising. You didn't make fun of me, but yeah, I'm passionate about it, man. This is my life. So I get fired up. I get excited. And hopefully that's better than learning from a guy that's monotone, doesn't really care what he's talking about, So anyways, you want to learn more? We created a free playbook. Go to the link in the description. There's no strings attached. Just go through the free playbook that I created. And there's tons of golden nuggets in there. You're going to learn a ton more about my space. Remember, power and knowledge, right? Or yeah, there's power and knowledge or power and education. And also, man, I got more content coming. So subscribe to my channel. Share my channel to your friends, people you care about. If you don't like them, don't share my channel. But if you like them, Share my channel so that they can get educated as well, especially if they either want to get into real estate or they're already in real estate. Guess what? Most of your friends that are real estate investors, real estate experts, mark my words, they probably don't know about what I do. So share my channel. Lastly, you like the content, like the video. That's all I can ask. With that said, take care.